Before the wedding, while I was working at the garage, a cousin of mine had been posted to Lagos. His office provided him with a nice house in the city, and he had space for 2 people. He invited me once to see the house. It was beautiful. While there, I met his friend. We quickly connected, talked for hours, and got to know each other. They suggested I stay with them when I returned, since there was room and I could commute to work from there. I didn't agree at first. I wasn't looking for a savior. I was ready to work with what I had. But now, since returning to Lagos was the only realistic option, I called them and told them I would come back soon. They were happy and agreed without hesitation. I informed my mom, and she was relieved and happy that I had a comfortable place to stay. I called my boss, told him I would return in 2 days, and he sent me some transport money. I booked my ticket and left for Lagos. This time I didn't go directly to the garage. I went to the house where I would be staying. They welcomed me warmly, and I felt instantly relaxed. I was ready to face Lagos, the Danfus, the traffic, the hustle, because now I had a clean place to sleep, cook my own food, and use a proper toilet. The next day, I dressed happily and went to the garage. My boss saw me arrive without a bag and listened as I explained that I now had a place to stay in the city and would be commuting. He pretended to be fine with it, but deep down he was upset. He was envious that I was acting differently now, no longer sleeping in the garage and avoiding middle-of-the-night shifts. He tried to convince me that staying at the garage was better. My money would be spent on transport, and I wouldn't be able to save. I knew his advice was for his advantage, not mine, so I refused. He was angry, but he couldn't send me away because he needed me working for him. He had no choice but to allow it. However, things started to change. Behind my back, they began talking. They started promoting other boys, those who had started with me and were learning the business. Meanwhile, I was made to stay in the shop all day while the others went to the market compound to learn the trade. I didn't complain. I knew my time hadn't come yet. I kept working, surviving, commuting, and observing. The road was long, sometimes taking an hour to reach work, sometimes returning late at night. My phone was stolen 3 times during this period, and I saw many new things on the streets of Lagos. One day, after working tirelessly, I earned more than usual and felt happy. But all that money was stolen on my way home in the bus. I was devastated. The next day, I didn't go to work. I stayed in bed all day. Yet the work never stopped piling up. Despite everything, I continued. While doing the work, I was secretly learning the business. I was planning my own way, quietly creating a path for myself. Even when they started giving me less money while paying the others more after I left the garage, I didn't falter. I continued working, focusing on my business and planning my exit silently. I understood the opportunity in the business and trusted Allah's plan. I stayed patient and wise, knowing that with effort, strategy, and Allah's help, I could improve my life. I had a plan, I was ready, and I knew the journey was just beginning.